Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Leo Sun, Moon, and as well Leo Rising weekly general tarot reading May 3rd up until May 9th, 2021. And if you find yourself interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the Leo reading straight away, and the first card we do have for you, that is going to be the Nine of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the King of Cups, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Afterwards, that is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. And the last one we have for you guys, that will be the Moon card. It's a week where and I'm saying most likely because it's general, but definitely if someone came to me for a personal reading and I had those cards, I would definitely tell the person, I mean, you are going to have an ex coming back into your life into the upcoming week if they wanted a weekly reading, okay? But again, it's a general one, and if it is not an ex, then it's going to be a friend you have. It's one of the two. And yeah, I mean, romantic intentions definitely there, at least according to these cards. With the Nine of Cups here, as you do start the week, that card pretty much puts a value over something you have. And as we do know, the other cards around something, in this particular case, that something is a person you have in your life. Maybe that person is not that much of an influence right now, but they're about to be. So with the Nine of Cups, at the start of the week, as this person's value in your life starts increasing, the sensual joy you experience from your life, the fullness of it, and in generally the content and exhilaration is going to arise significantly. And with the Nine of Cups, Leo, important thing to know here is that the question isn't, is it gonna happen or not? I mean, you pretty much, if you do decide, yes, I want that thing to happen, meaning the relationship, and I'm stressing that one out, the relationship in between you and this individual, which either it's a friend of yours or it's an ex that is gonna jump about, it is going to happen. The struggle, or rather like the challenge that the Nine of Cups represents, is the sustainability. So pretty much that short-term or short-lived ecstasy and as well happiness, it's straight away granted to you throughout the week. But the question is, do you have what it takes to transform it into a long-lasting one? Because there is such an option. And like I said, making it happen is not the difficult thing, but rather sustaining that relationship is going to be, or rather putting maintenance over it is going to be what will require effort out there. But with that being said, with the Nine of Cups, just as it stands on the prime of the reading, you definitely are going to have a really pleasant week going ahead. And it will be important, at least for me, if I were a Leo, it will be important for me to truly settle myself over those aspects of my life that are a source of my happiness. And like I said at the start of the reading, it's about something you already have, something of a value. Now, you haven't explored that value yet to a full extent, and thus you should look inside your life rather than looking for outside of it somewhere else. And as you do so, that individual shows up or step up, which, like I said, it could be a friend of yours, it could be an ex as well. We have it as a king of pentacles, king of cups, I'm sorry. So we have it as a king of cups. And the thing about the King of Cups, it is that, how can I say, they're not going to seem in front of the world itself, you know, as others look at you both. They were not going to be able to tell what is going on out there. That is because the King of Cups, they are very careful when they display their emotions. In fact, they are not displaying their emotions at all in front of everybody. They do show their emotions only toward those that the emotions are meant for. And if you are expecting that this person is going to shout out in the world that they are in love with you and so on and so forth, that's not what's happening here. What is going to happen is kind of like a urge, or rather like a strive from that woman or from that guy to be intimate with you. There will be hints, you know, there will be propositions as well. And as soon as you become intimate, or what I mean, it is you are left alone with each other, then you're going to see the true overflow of emotions of their behalf. And the thing about the uh, King of Cups is also that they are to approach you, because the King of Cups always makes the offer. The King of Cups always kind of like extends their hand, because according to their beliefs, if you do want something, you pretty much have to extend and take it. And from now on, the reading moves if you do accept that extended hand of theirs, which, by the way, according to these cards, there is no need for you to deny at all. And what happens when you do accept that hand, that will be the Page of Pentacles, and that speaks the devotion in between you two, or the value of the relationship that you both have, is going to exponentially increase. It's simply, you know, day to day, it just is going to become bigger and bigger. That relationship is going to become bigger and bigger. And with the Page of Pentacles, the content and also the loyalty, the trust, and how can I say it? The contentment, maybe. It will become so vast that at some point it will feel like nothing else matters. And this card signifies that a friendship could transform into relationship. The other card that we do have, though, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this speaks about a jumping into the old branches of love, which speaks about an ex. So, if I have to be, how can I say, concrete, if I have to be specific here, how I think it will evolve is a person you had as a lover, but you broke up, you remained friends, and now again there is a big chance, not just only, it's a humongous chance that you can become lovers again. And again, looking at the cards, there is no need for you to deny that opportunity. But in any case, with the Page of Pentacles, it's an important to know what you are getting yourself into. The Page of Pentacles, it's an energy that always justifies the worth. What I mean is that at this point of the week, you know, and as the devotion starts building up, what you sense that is worth doing is definitely worth doing. You're not beguiling yourself into something that you're gonna end up disappointed afterwards, at least not at that particular stage. And right after this development, the Knight of Pentacles takes place, and with that card, aside from being a card that tells you that you're going to jump into some kind of a branches of love, either an old branches of love or new branches of love, the Knights of Pentacles here speaks about forging the future. What I mean is that at this stage of the week, which is going to be towards the end of the week, you and this person, the King of Cups, which again, it could be a friend that transformed into a lover, or an ex that had came back here. You're going to start talking about the future. You're going to start talking about what you're going to make with yourself, what you're going to make with that relationship. And in that, what that is going to do is going to forge a plan. And probably if that was your ex, you had that conversation or these conversations beforehand. But when you had them beforehand, you didn't have one very, very important thing. And that is knowing what you want. Okay, this time around, you both will know what you want from each other. And according to these cards, it will match. So you both are going to want the same thing. For example, previously you may wanted a family, but the person you were with, they didn't want a family, or they didn't knew that they want a family. They just wanted to have life. And that's why things didn't work out. But this time around, the situation is different. The goal is different, and the settlement is pretty much different. If I have to give you more some practical advices here with the Knights of Pentacles, it will be very good for you. And that's if the pandemic situation allows you to do, is to truly spend time with this person amongst nature, in parks, maybe hiking as well. Although I'm not so very, how can I say, attached to hiking. In fact, I hate hiking. But that's what these cards kind of like imply, that spending time among nature, it's truly going to consolidate your bond. And with the Knights of Pentacles, it's very important as well, whatever plans or whatever anticipations you are to place at that stage, you know, they are to be supported with a determination. Therefore, there should be any compromise when it comes to what you plan to do, but you both need to plan exactly what you both cumulatively want. And the rest that is mismatching, you know, you want one thing, they want another, that will remain for your individual lives. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is exactly that. You have your life, they have their life, and these two lives are forming or kind of like they are touching each other and are forming third life, but you still have your own private zone. So the goals that are mismatching, they should stay for your private zone. And the end of the week here ends with the Moon card. So that card has it's like a double-edged sword in this particular case. So the Moon card is going to make you realize the true value of what you're going to have or what you have built throughout the week here. And it will make you being afraid. Because this is how the question is going to stand in your mind, Leo. What if I lose that? And this is exactly how it's going to stay. What if? It doesn't point that you are going to lose it at all. But this fear, it will be somewhat a healing fear. Because by realizing what you have as a value, you are to take anything you need, or rather like any precautionary measure, not to lose it, or in other words, you're going to mature in that relationship. And also with the Moon card, it's highly likely that one may fall into the fantasy of the doom and gloom, which further is going to extrapolate, or maybe it's going to boost their how do you call it, a instincts of survival, or in this particular case, instinct to preserve what you already have with this person. But the Moon card, finally, it is a sign as well that at the end of the week you're going to realize that that is your path. I mean, that's the right one for you, at least at this stage of your life. And it definitely, if you haven't made it before, now that chance you have to make it, it's a true chance. But also the Moon card is a sign that if you deny it now, you are gonna stumble upon it in the future as well. I mean, there is no escaping it here with the moon card. The moon card points that's a path, that's some kind of an experience you are bound to have. Whether you like it or not, you are just bound to have. And if you pass it on this time around, it will boomerang back to you again in the future. So, but again, there is no need for you to deny it at all. So that being said, Leo, that was your a weekly general tarot reading May 3rd up until May 9th, 2021. The love is going to be on your side this week, guys. I hope you take full advantage of it. And we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.